And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Alexander Usyk, 6'3" and 198-centimeter reach. And the man he'll be facing, it's Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
What a pleasure it is to... The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. They got out of the way of that right hook. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Perfect counter lands. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counter punch. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Straight right just misses. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. And there's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't score with that hook again. Nice counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a scoring blow. He misses with that straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Left hook just missed. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. Both want the knockout. That right hook catching air. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? And there's the bell for round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Couldn't land that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Lucky that hook didn't score. That uppercut doesn't land. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the...
Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Blocks the left uppercut. You'd like to see more jabs. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but here we go. It's round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Oh, wait a minute. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Misses with the straight left. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just...
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.